The Chicago Bears have made a huge hire. Hello, everyone. I'm Andy here with Chicago Bears React, bringing you all the Chicago Bears news you're seeking out during the season and in the off season. Before we dive into today's breaking news, please take a moment to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and ensure that you don't miss a thing, because this is going to be one exciting off season. Now, as I alluded to, there's been a little bit of breaking news, and it's been coming out. Breaking news has been kind of coming out more and more in the last several days as the Bears solidify their coaching staff, and they have added to that with an exciting new hire, Thomas Brown, who's coming in as the new passing game coordinator for the Chicago Bears. Now, Thomas Brown most recently was the offensive coordinator in Carolina, which I know. Everybody's going to hear that. They're going to say, why the heck would we want Carolina's offensive coordinator? That was a terrible football team. But I think context is helpful. So for one, that was not a very good roster. And you can't necessarily judge an offense just based off of a one-year play caller. There's a lot of nuance to this. You have to trust what people who evaluate tape and who evaluate game plans are saying. And according to the NFLPA, as is pointed out by Tom Pelissero, he was rated the number 2 offensive coordinator in the players' poll. So this is somebody who he's young. He's coming from that Sean McVay coaching tree, and he had numerous interviews for offensive coordinator positions this offseason, including with the Chicago Bears even. And so it's pretty shocking, to say the least, that the Chicago Bears were able to bring in such a talented, young, up-and-coming coach at a lower level than he just left. And I think it signals something important. And this is something that I have been talking about a little bit, but this just reinforces coaches want to come to Chicago right now and get on the Caleb Williams and Chicago Bears bandwagon. I'm telling you, that's what's going on. Shane Waldron had his pick. He could have gone to many, many other teams, and he chose the Chicago Bears. And the reason he did that, I am confident, is because he knows coaching Caleb Williams is going to take him far. It's hopping on board a rocket that's about to blast off. That's how people in the know, people in the NFL view the Chicago football team. This is a team that has been slowly ascending, and now they're going to bring in Caleb Williams and they're going to take off. And I think that's why they've assembled such an impressive coaching staff, and it makes sense. So, even if Thomas Brown doesn't get a head coaching opportunity at the end of this season. So let me back up. In a world where Caleb Williams lights the world on fire, the NFL world on fire, the way that C.J. Stroud did in Houston, Thomas Brown is someone who would get, I think, at least interviews for open head coaching gigs. I think that's entirely plausible. It's unlikely he would get that, but in a world where Shane Waldron got a head coaching gig, now you have a person in-house ready to take over. You have a succession plan, and that's something that, as the Bears look at what are we going to do with the defensive head coach to make sure that when we lose our offensive play caller, it doesn't hinder our ability to have sustained success. You have to have succession plans, which means you're going to have to bring in guys like Thomas Brown who are willing to bet on the program to kind of raise all boats, right? And so I think this is the thought. It's Shane crushes it. Shane gets a head coaching opportunity. Thomas Brown becomes the OC. Thomas Brown crushes it in year 2 with Caleb Williams. Thomas Brown gets a head coaching opportunity. And then, obviously we need to have a succession plan beyond that. But this is smart. This is a great move by Matt Eberflus. It's a great get for Shane Waldron and his staff. The Bears, additionally, I don't have the name in front of me. They also hired a running back coach in the last 24 hours. And so you're looking at now I believe a complete offensive coaching staff. The defensive coaching staff is complete. This is very exciting. And so, and one thing that I thought was interesting, and I agreed with, was Jeff Hughes from the Bears blog tweeted out just, if the Bears are going to draft a quarterback at number 1, which, let's be honest, they are, you want to surround him with teachers, and they've done that with Shane Waldron, with Kerry Joseph, with Thomas Brown. And then his note here is, what's the last piece of the puzzle? And he brings up it's a veteran backup. And so I'm not so sure about that. I still really like the idea of Tyson Bagent as kind of that long-term development play as your QB2. I think he's shown he's capable. I think, would it be nice to get a veteran in there? Sure. But I also, the Bears spent a lot of money on veteran backups to help coach Mitch Trubisky, and I don't think that really moved the needle. I think that's a little bit overblown. I think that's why you have coaches, right? Signing veteran backups just to be an additional coach, I could be persuaded, but I'm not blown away by that strategy like it's some groundbreaking thing. So anyway, exciting news. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is as exciting of a hire as I do, or do you wish they'd gone in a different direction? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, bear down.